going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Community Pod. I'm your host, Mr. Class, and I got another amazing guest in the building. I got Eastside Chris. What's going on?
Appreciate you, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. Would you be able to tell the people what it is that you do?
I'm a sound engineer. I'm a clothing designer now, and I'm learning how to pick up video editing as well. I'm doing a little bit of everything right now.
Got you. So, when you became an engineer, right? Well, I guess we could go back, right, a little bit in time. So, where's it that you found your passion for, the music industry?
So I started off, I was trying to be a cop at first, and I was about to drop out of college, and my boy actually hit me up, and he was like, yo, I know you like the creative process of music, TV, and everything. He's like, why don't you learn how to work in it? So then that's where it all came about.
Gotcha.
I just started doing some research on YouTube.
Did you ever think that you'd be where you are right now? I know that's an early question, but I feel like at your age, well, how old are you?
27.
27. So I feel like at your age, you've been able to work with a lot of individuals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And accomplish many things, but not to say that your accomplishments end here, because I can only imagine what the future has or holds for you.
Facts.
So what does it feel like to be able to do, accomplish all the things that you have already?
It feels good, man, but it still doesn't feel like enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I feel that. It's like there's so much more for, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody, especially when you hustle as hard as you do,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I feel like in an industry where you're chasing your dream, it's all about hustle and understanding that it's not that you're scheduled for tomorrow. It's, I need to make sure I'm working tomorrow.
Facts. It sucks sometimes too, because like you could put all your work in, you could go as hard as you want, and you still won't feel like you deserve to like rest or to chill. You'll try to chill. Like me personally, I'll try to like socialize, be with family and friends, and like I just feel so bad inside that I'm not working and trying to do more today the way I was this whole week. Like I'm never satisfied. I always feel like if I can do more, I have the energy to do more. I should be doing more. I'm trying to work on that though.
Not yet.
I gotta enjoy life, bro.
Why do you feel like that you feel like that?
Why do I feel like I feel like that? I don't know, man. It'd be my brain. My brain is just like always on go mode. I've been like that for these last few years. It's like a part of me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, bro.
Do you feel like it stems from, because I feel the same way, where if I'm not working or if I'm not doing something to, progress or do better in my life, I feel like I'm wasting a day or I'm wasting time. And I feel like time is very, very important. So I sit back and I believe the same thing you do. I do feel like for me, it stems from my parents struggling. And it's like seeing the rest of my family not be at a spot where I want to be. Like, I can't look at somebody and be like, yeah, that's what my goal is. I want to get advice from them. But it's like, I have no one in my life that's ever been in this field or ever chased a dream like I'm chasing my dream. So who is there to ask?
That's the same situation with me. I actually got into it with someone I'm not even going to talk about that though, because it happened today right before this, and I was just like, damn, like I'm being tested again on my hustle because they don't understand what I have to do to get to where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Those conversations are like so rough with family. My family personally, like, they never really understood. They understand the results, but they never understood where my mind was while I was trying to get those results.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's a struggle.
Yeah, and it sucks because family's everything, and when you hear it from people that you consider super close to you, people that you consider to have your best interests at heart, and most of the time when they do come at you crazy, it's because, and when I say come at you crazy, I mean when they approach you in a I guess a kind of aggressive way, it's just because they do care, but they care in their own way.
Yep.
And they don't understand what it is on this side, where it's just like, in a lot of ways, whether there's support or not support, it really becomes a lone wolf time where you have to grind, you have to get up. No one's telling you to go to work. No one's telling you to, that you have a 9 to 5 shift today. It's okay. all right, I'm booked for this today. I got to go to the studio here today. Then I got to go do this. And also, how important is it to promote yourself on social media when you want to,
Facts.
you know what I mean? Because, you know, unless you already at that point where you have gained success, that media doesn't matter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But media now, if you're getting into anything when it comes to chasing your dream, it's everything. Because who are you? You could be the greatest DJ, you could be the greatest artist, you could be the greatest clothing brand. But how are you gonna be at the point where you want to be without people knowing
You gotta portray yourself a certain way online. You gotta stay active. If you're not in front of that camera all the time, beyond all the time, if you're not strategically like planning when you're going to show yourself, or letting people know, if you're like an artist, letting people know when you're gonna show yourself to like maybe build anticipation for people to want to feel excited for the next thing you're gonna drop, next thing you're gonna post. Like it doesn't even make any sense.
Exactly.
And most people don't even utilize social media the right way. Everyone just posts. They just post every day and hope for the best. No type of marketing, no type of plan. It's just a hope. Like when they drop music without like promoting, and they just hope for the best.
Exactly.
Like it's crazy.
And it's social media is one of the biggest keys to being able to
in this
like,
time and day,
exactly.
yeah.
Because before, think about it, like when you go back in time, like an individual such as I'm gonna try to name I'm trying to name someone
Like an old school artist.
It could be like Tupac. We could go as as basic
so
as
that
Tupac.
you're talking about that era.
We're talking about that era where
right?
it's just like there's no social media. They have to go outside. They got to go sell their CDs.
See, I got some peers who they went crazy during that era.
Okay.
They talk about that all the time. How lucky we are that we're not in that era. That we have social media and everything. Because back then it was like you got to move around. You got to go to different towns, go to different states, and literally stand on corners and hand out CDs to spread the word of who you are. Like, it's not how it is now where you could just go on Instagram and put an ad and place that ad in all these foreign countries in the U.S. Like, you had to go to these places to let people know who you are.
It's crazy, bro. The way that this world and the thing is set up, I love that you put it that way because, in that era, they had to leave their state to go and spread word to another state, right? We do that with a click of a button.
Yeah.
And it goes all around the world. So it's like, I don't think people realize how important social media is. Like, I get it. Like, if you're using it for the right reasons. If you're not using it for the right reasons, and when I say the right reasons, I'm saying to promote yourself, to do anything. Like, listen, there's people that still use Instagram to just post pictures, which is a great thing.
To each their own.
Yeah, exactly. Because if your career has nothing to do with social media, then fine, post pictures. Enjoy the app.
Enjoy yourself.
But for people that are trying to become an influencer or trying to become anything where it's you need to be known.
You better have a plan, my boys and girls. Exactly.
But just to get back into you and your story, right? Like, what is it that keeps you hustling? Like, what is that like drive? Where does it come from?
It comes from a couple places. It comes from myself and just wanting to be great. Like, every day I see where I'm at and I just know I could be somewhere else. Probably my family too. My mom, she be struggling. I be helping her out as much as I can, but still, it just don't. Yeah, I think that's it. Just me and my mom's, to be honest. So, mostly me though. I definitely have this like need to want to be like great all the time. I don't know.
You mentioned that you and your mom's, right? Has that always been life for you? Just me and my mom's?
Nah.
No?
Mm-mm.
Why? Why? Well, I guess, why do you say that? Or what was life for you growing up?
Full family.
Full
Mom,
family?
dad, sister, pops.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, what's it called? I'm actually going to pause real quick. I'm going to cut that out. Because I feel like I thought I was going to get something with there. Like with the, outside building the relationship. But since it was more than that, I assumed that it was less than that. So I'm going to just take that part out.
You good.
But so your life, everything stems from the fact that, where you came from, where your family has been through, what you've been through, right? So do you feel like in some ways music has kind of not saved you, but helped you out in life?
I've definitely learned a lot from beyond just working the music, like understanding people. Because you learn a lot about the person you're recording as you're recording with them. Beyond like conversations and stuff, before and after. Because people change once they get cozy with you as an engineer. Like, they start to see you as family, and it's unavoidable. Like, you can't, even if they're the most stuck up artist, which I've had, and they'll come in there and they're like, I know everything, you don't know anything. Because a lot of them younger artists be like that. As time goes on through that session, by the end, they want to know everything about me as an engineer because of how well I treated them throughout and how like, cause I'm like mad funny when I'm behind when I'm recording them and stuff. Cause like I like making people comfortable, just like
Yeah.
you know, you got me comfortable here today. I like this is how I like to make them feel when we're recording, so that they understand that I'm with them throughout the process. I'm not just here to like hit a button and let them do what they want. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
understand that I'm with them for the music to make sure that they have the best product possible.
Exactly.
And the best way is to get them comfortable and make them understand that portray to them that I am part of the family. I completely forgot where I was going with this.
It happens, bro. But
Bro.
so I asked you how did music like help you in life, and
Understanding people.
hmm
Understanding people gave me a career. Definitely gave me a career. I came into it not really understanding the business of it too. So it taught me how to be more of a businessman when it comes to all the different routes that business can go in music. I never really knew until I was in the middle of it. Um, it's definitely made me. It keeps me on my toes. Made me more on my toes too.
did you ever think that well, you were currently working with in Def Jam, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Underneath believe it's
Demon Time.
Demon Time. Um, what has that experience been like for you?
Demon Time. Demon Time's a family, bro. It's crazy because when I first came in, it was just I was looking at it as just another, client. To be honest, I met O. We chopped it up and we figured I would probably be a good fit to just record, and I didn't really see it as more than that until I started getting to know everybody, and it was crazy because the first day there, I was meeting with Bus. He's one of the A&Rs, and we were chopping it up, whatever. He got a call, and then I hear Malique coming down the hallway, and he was singing something. I don't know what he was singing, but he came into the room and he saw me, and he was like, "You the engineer?" And I was like, "I'm a engineer." Like, are you waiting on somebody? I don't know. And it was just mad funny because it was mad genuine, but that's how we met. And right off there, it was like, nah, it's something special about you. And he thought the same about me. And the next time we had our first session through Demon Time, it was like one of the craziest sessions because we both got to experience like his story. He's from Arkansas,
Okay.
so I never worked with someone with that type of like accent in his music. So it was different for me, and I was like, teasing him throughout. But it was just crazy. Like, I looked at it as business, but even from that first session, he became like a friend to me. And I never do that with my clients. I never really become close because things just get weird sometimes. But then it became that with Demon Time in general. Like, they just became like we just became mad close. Even today, call me today to get some stuff done too. But yeah, Demon Time's family for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely family.
So like I just think it's crazy because, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but did the younger you ever think that you'd be where you are now?
No.
No? Why do you say that?
Younger me thought I was gonna be a cop.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you want to be a cop when you were younger?
Cause I looked up to my cousin a lot.
Okay.
He wanted to be a cop. But then when I was in college, it was like the more I went to school for it, the more I realized I didn't want to do it.
Gotcha.
It wasn't for me. I don't regret it either.
And I feel like that's such an important. Why like when it comes to finding something that is for you, why do you think it's so important to do something that feels like it's right for you?
Cause you only got one life, bro. It's like, why would you spend your time in your one life trying to work towards something that you do not care about? It doesn't make any sense. Respectfully, I just want to like all everything that I do brings me genuine happiness because I feel it in my heart that it's making me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I've had multiple jobs before I started doing this music stuff, and it was always the same feeling of just trying to get another day by. But now I get that feeling of like I can't wait till the next session. I can't wait till the next day to work with this guy, or this girl, and oh my god, this girl's so talented. What song we're gonna make today?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a blessing.
I think it's a different feeling when you're doing something you enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say this: when you're doing something you enjoy doing, please don't expect to make money right away.
Nah, you don't.
Because you're kind of at a proving point. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't want anybody to get this false image or false, I guess, narration or story that, you make money when you're doing something you love. In the beginning, no, it's kind of hard. And I'm still in my beginning stages. Like, I'm making some money here, some money there, but I'm making it. And I'm trying to make this happen. But it's not easy. But I'll tell you what, I go to my full-time job that I'm currently working, and I hate being there. But I go and do this, I might not make any money that day. And if you cancel on me, I'd be more upset than my job calling me and telling me I can't come into work that day.
That's a fact.
Because if it's a different feeling. Like, it's a weird when someone cancels or someone wants to reschedule or no shade. No, but you get it. Like, when it comes to being an engineer, if someone's like, I can't come in today, it's like, damn, I really wanted to work today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really wanted to come in the studio and do this today. And it's just like, when something like that inconvenient or something happens, then things in life happen.
Because your passion.
Exactly. It's just that passion, that's something that makes you wake up every morning. And it's just like, I love doing this. And it's like, the money will follow. Like, I stop. People got to stop worrying about the money so much and just love it. Just find that one thing that you love doing. And if you think it can make you money and you think that you'll be happy doing it for the rest of your life, do it and understand it'll all follow.
Even more so as a creative, like, you cannot jump into this thinking you're just gonna make a bag off of it. Like, if you want to be a videographer, photographer, go shoot some free videos, some free photos, and just showcase what you can do. Impress people with how much you just like to do what you do, and then a bag will follow. It's inevitable. But you got to be a master of your craft first before you can just expect to start making a master amount of money, a master's pay.
Exactly. Like you can't expect it just. I'm 2 months in, and I'm gonna tell you, there's going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would love to hear what you have to say. But I want to say in the 1 to 2 or 3 month mark, you start to get in your head a little bit because you think you've been doing this. When I first started, yeah. Because for me, when I first started, I was doing it for 3 months. I was like, I
mean, when I first started, I was making beats. I was in my basement.
Yeah.
So I already knew I wasn't making no money because I was still trying to prove myself to myself and be comfortable with what I'm making to even show to other people.
Exactly.
But yeah, 1 to 3 months, I wasn't even thinking about money yet.
Exactly. Like I wasn't thinking about money. It was more the fact that, like, am I doing the right thing right now? And I feel like not you, but I feel like people question themselves a lot.
I was definitely questioning myself, but it wasn't me. I'm real with myself with where I stand. So it wasn't even me questioning. It was my family questioning me. And then that was kind of bringing me down because I was like, damn, they don't believe in what I'm trying to do. Mm-hmm. I always believed in myself, but like we said earlier, when it comes to family, it's different.
Because I think they're the one person or the one.
They're the one group of people you hope would be with you, and if they are with you, God bless you, because that's gonna push you to be even greater. Mm-hmm. But
they're the one people that could get under your skin. The one people, because as much as they love you and the much as they want to support you, sometimes like the things they say, even if it's coming from the best place, it can definitely bring somebody down.
It could even be out of love that they're trying to tell you, like, oh, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. It could be out of love, but it don't feel like it.
Exactly. Especially when it's like, it's something that that you love doing.
Really sick, so I'm saying, like,
and you've in a lot of ways, and that's the thing. Like, I know that, like, I got not dumb example, but for one example is I know my grandparents wouldn't understand unless I interview somebody that they listened to growing up. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh, you interviewed. You know what I mean? If I go and I say I interviewed, even if I say I interviewed a Bad Bunny, they're gonna be like, okay, you know, but you should still get a job. You know, like
That's what I'm
get
saying.
something. It's just like we gotta stop proving to everybody else and be like, all right, we got this, and you know, family is gonna get under your skin all the time. Like it's gonna happen.
Everybody has something to prove, though.
Yeah.
To someone or to even to themselves. It's hard
Exactly.
to just let that go. That idea of proving.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Something comes from the satisfaction of proving it.
Good.
So it's like proving it might even push you to prove it to the next. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Proving yourself. Like, what? Do it for you, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I've talked about this a few times, but when it comes to the fact that there's a popularity contest that doesn't exist, you know, where people just want to be popular and they got this idea from high school where I'm gonna be the best and I'm gonna always be treated as like the most popular person. It's like when you get into the real world, it's different. It's just completely different. You're nobody to nobody.
Nope.
Like when you get out of high school, no one knows who
High
you
school
are.
is crazy. High school is so weird.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
you're around the same people all the time.
It's a
So
false
you
reality.
feel like you get a status because you're around all these people and they know you for this. But once you're in college and you're seeing different people every day, like, or even just in workplace,
It's different.
they do not care.
Nah, they don't care, man. You are nobody. Like it's a funny way that life transitions when you get out of there.
Adult life in general, no one's coming to save you, man.
Exactly.
You're on your own.
Exactly. But just to get back into you and your story, right? Like, what was one of your favorite moments as an engineer?
One of my favorite moments,
Yeah, one of your favorite moments.
probably Malique performing our songs
Yeah.
when we went to Rhode Island. It was just different, cause it was one of his first big shows too, and it was one of my, it was probably one of my first times one of my songs were being performed.
Yeah.
So it was just a different feel. Leading up to the whole drive, it was like a 7-hour drive or something like that to Connecticut. Like, but seeing Malique perform was different. Seeing him hyped up in the back room, playing all the unreleased music, like hyping each other up, it was different.
I think things like that, especially like when people don't realize that, you know, you are what kind of make up what everything happens. Without people really like, without you, what would be happening with, you know, for these artists? And
Bad quality.
Exactly. Like
Bad quality, bad takes. Bad quality, bad takes, and probably less songs getting done.
exactly.
As a whole. I try to keep people inspired when we record.
So for the people that don't know what a music engineer is, would you be able to describe it? I know I should have done this in the beginning, but we're doing it now.
It's cool. You said describe it?
Yeah, if you had to tell somebody like basically a job description, what is a music
I sit
engineer?
there and I got a volume knob on this hand and my mouse on this hand. And I go from here to the keyboard and I start tapping buttons and clicking buttons. And all this does combined helps me create your music. All right, so let's be real. I record people, bro. They stand in front of the mic. I turn buttons to turn up levels and stuff. And then I add effects to their voice. And I mix that together with the music. I level everything out and make it sound good as a whole.
Gotcha.
But that's the technical side. The creative side is helping the artist make sure that they're getting their best take of whatever they're saying. Or if it's a good take, great take, whatever, and I have an idea for a better take or a better, because I be songwriting a little when I work too. So I'll give people ideas on words they could say. They say they can't get it or they're saying too much and it feels sped up. I'll dumb that verse, that line down to give them more space. Or I'll literally sing a little bit and like show them the notes that they could be hitting. And if it sounds good, we do it and we keep it. I get like a lot of engineers, they don't do that. They just hit record and like, do you like that? You like that take? All right, let's move on. How about that one? That one's good for you? Nah, I don't do that. If I don't like that take, you're doing it again. Like, I don't care if you got to do it 100 times. You're going to do that take until it's right. And that's kind of what separates me from these other engineers and why people like working with me so much, because they get that sense that I care. And that's important as a business. You know, you got to show your clients that you care, and that'll make them keep coming back. And even beyond the business, it's just being genuine. Like, I don't care if you do want to come back and pay or not. Like, if I like your music, I'm going to make sure it's the best music. Mm-hmm. And even if I don't like your music, it's still going to be the best music it could be as long as you're in my hands. You're going to leave that door happy because you know I put my all into it and helped you bring your all into it.
In the beginning, just to bring it back up, you said that what makes this all worth it is, or what is important as being a music engineer, is understanding the people, right? Why is it important to understand people? And that is, I mean, even outside of music.
That's a good question. Because some people, they don't understand, like, or even me in general. All right. Damn, I got to think. I'm not going to lie.
It's a little bit of a deep question when it comes to that, because I do think I think you bring up a great point. Sitting there and understanding people, and you know, everybody has a different outlook on life. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's very important to understand people. I just want to know, what do you feel like? Why is it so important to understand people outside the music industry, of course?
Because people are everything. People are so important, bro. And I say that from the perspective of like being so locked in and not trying to be close to people. You put yourself in a space where you can't even talk, and that just sucks. As an engineer in general, I'm always talking, I'm always communicating, so I have no choice but to get close to the people that I'm with. But I don't know, man. I got to a point where I enjoy people. I want to get to know people now. Mm-hmm. I can't really explain like the importance of it, but I can say that throughout the process, it made me want to really understand and everyone in the room, mm-hmm. no matter where we're at. Like, because you never know who's who. You never know what their story is. Like, you can get inspired by someone's story, mm-hmm. whether it's success or mistakes, and it's like lessons. You learn things from other people, mm-hmm. compared to just being quiet and not trying to get to know anyone. Like, it's crazy, bro. You can learn a lot from the person next to you.
Exactly.
I have a good story, actually. I was on
my
way.
Stories.
I was in New York, and I was on my way back.
Can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Could you move the mic just a little bit?
Oh, to me?
Back. That should be good. Yeah, you're good.
I was in New York. I was on my way home from school, and I had some Shake Shack in my hand. And I'm about to eat on the train, which you should not do. Don't do that. Because you'll literally, you'll make a mess. But I was too hungry, and I was about to miss my train. I was like, damn, just ran. Started eating, and then there's this guy that's sitting next to me. He's on his laptop. He's working, and I'm like, what you doing there? He was like, just working on the spreadsheet, whatever. And I was like, it looks so fun, bro. And we just start joking around, whatever. While I'm grubbing on Shake Shack. And he's like, what were you doing out here? And I was like, I was in school, whatever, for this and that, for audio and everything. He was like, wow, that's cool. I was like, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm the senior VP of this company. And I was like, I never heard of it. What's that company for? He's like, oh, we own a bunch of radio stations around the U.S. And I was like, that's fire. What's up? Like, you guys need interns or anything? I was like, or before that, I was like, you guys, also, any companies I might know of? Bro, this dude is a senior VP of the company that owns XXL. And I was like, what? Here I am grubbing on Shake Shack, and I'm just sitting next to this dude, random as hell. Like, but it was just crazy. Going back to our other point, you learn by trying to understand the people around you. You never know who is in the room, who is next to you, and you only find out by being a person who's open and willing to converse with any type of stranger. Mm-hmm. But that was one of those lessons that stuck with me, where it was like, yeah, you never know who you might be next to. It's good to try and communicate with people in general. Even if I'm walking down the street and I just see some, like, you know, I'll say something just mm-hmm. to like Try and brighten someone else's day. You never know what your words can do to impact how someone's day is going.
I love that you bring that up because I've been looked at as weird, right, for a long time. Like even my girl, like I'll go up to somebody, right? And one thing I want to say is I'm not a cheater, right? But my girl,
What's that got to do with anything?
My girl
See, now you put a light on yourself.
I know she probably watches right now, but I'm gonna make this clear. My girl will be sitting next to me, or like and I'll be like, hey, I like her outfit. Some people think that's cheating.
Random person.
Yeah. Some people think like looking at women like that is cheating. I don't think that way.
I mean,
think
did you do it to a girl?
Yes.
You kind of weird, bro.
No. I don't say like no. I'm saying like her like on what is it called? Like if she got a dope ass outfit on, right? Like I like her fit.
So was it a street fit?
A street fit. So
now
not on some, you know what I mean? Like they were wearing tight
dress, everything.
No, that's different.
Yeah, that's
but
different.
I'll be like, my thing is because of this podcast and everything, I love a whole bunch of different topics now. I like clothing, I like fashion, I like music, I like the way that this girl, she can rap, or this guy, he got a dope ass fit on. So it's just a bunch of things. Damn, now I'm proving myself to you because I got to make sure I don't sound crazy on here. But my point is basically being an open book and being able to converse with people is so important, and not what's it called? Because what I'm trying to get at is basically there's people that can't converse with people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't think it's normal for me to just go up to somebody and be like, hey, I like your shoes. You know what I mean?
Talk in general.
Exactly. Like I'm a big person that's like I like to compliment. I like to compliment you. I think that if you have a nice pair of jeans on, I might go up to you and be like, those are nice pair of jeans, bro.
Facts.
And I might just leave it at that. But if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel
to an extent.
Exactly.
I got a little,
Yeah.
I'm out of here, bro. try to end the convo somehow, some way.
But I think it's crazy how important conversing is and understanding.
Even just a little bit.
Yeah. Just small talk. Like let's talk, or let's be more, I guess, together, because like
we're so apart right now.
Exactly. And what I was trying to get at, right, and I said it completely wrong, but I think there's a divide when it comes to gender, right? When like if a guy goes up to a girl and compliments, it's wrong. If a girl goes up to a guy and compliments, it's wrong. But if you do it to the same sex, it's okay. But I like that divide where like, especially I feel like in this community where it's whether it's I want to say creatives, in the community of creatives, it is normal for somebody to just go up to somebody no matter what you identify as and just be like, I like what you're doing, or I like what you like. I like what you're doing. I like what you got going on right now. You're doing amazing. And in a lot of different ways, people don't think that's normal. You know what I mean? Does that make more sense?
It makes a little sense. I don't. I can agree and disagree.
Okay.
To some points, but more in the perspective of like the mind of someone who's doing that.
Okay.
Because some people just don't do that. They don't know how to be open because they're so used to being to themselves. Mm-hmm. But me and you, I don't mind having small talk with random people.
Exactly.
And hearing their story of whatever they got to talk about.
And like you said,
some people are waiting for someone to go up to them to talk.
Exactly. Like, you don't think these people with amazing fit, you know what I mean? Like, people go all day, especially fashion designers, all day putting on clothes, trying to get a nice style. You don't think like a compliment might, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes they say they don't, like anybody does. Like, sometimes I put a fit on, I don't need nobody saying that. But if someone says something, it feels
happy
good.
As hell.
You know what I mean? But
I appreciate you. I put work into this fit.
Exactly. So my point in all that is basically
I
just
got my pants from here. I got my shirt from
exactly. Small talk, and then once the once that talk's over, it's like, all right, you have a good day, and it's just that's it.
That's it, and they're right there.
Exactly. And my point in all saying this is, you, like you said, come back to it, you don't know who can be sitting next to you. You don't know who you could be in the same room with, and it's just about talking and being able to express yourself.
Being a human, bro.
Exactly. Because we all came from the same place, and we
all live on the same world,
and we all leave the same way. Like, there's no difference when it comes to that. So I think it's a beautiful thing to converse with people. I think it's a very important thing to do. I think it's a very important skill for people to have. And if you aren't comfortable doing that, like, I do think, if you want to build on that, of course you can build on that. But if you don't and you just want to stay to yourself, that's fine as well. But it
doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
It definitely helps build character too.
Exactly. But what do you feel like is one skill that got you to where you are now?
A skill,
Mm-hmm.
patience.
Patience. Why patience?
Things take time. Nothing comes on a silver platter when you demand it or when you feel like you need it most. Sometimes you just got to be patient and things will happen when they're supposed to. And that usually works out way better.
No, yeah. I think patience is I think some people they can't accept the fact that nothing, like you said, it's not supposed to happen right now because I said so right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because my situation is this and I need it right to happen right now.
and I'm a big believer in I believe in God, and if no one else, if there's other people that don't, like, I understand. Like, if you have your own
Mm-hmm.
faith, that's fine. We accept everybody here, but basically what I'm trying to say is I believe that He gives you things that you're ready for and when you're ready for it, not out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, whether
Mm-hmm.
that's something that you got going
Good
on.
and bad.
Exactly. Is not everything's gonna be good. Like, I say that all the time. Like, life is not easy. Whether you're rich or you're not rich, life is not easy. You just gotta understand that, like you said, patience. Patience is everything. You just got to relax, cool down, and understand that.
Wouldn't it be so great if everything just went great all the time?
Yeah.
But then it's like, how do you even grow without the bad?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna pause real quick because I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
of the drill.
I'm telling you, she's beginning. So basically, I'm gonna call this out, right? But basically, she's got work going on in the house. She remodeled the entire house in the back, and now she's doing the living room. So I didn't know she was doing the living room today. If I knew she was doing the living room today, I would have waited to do this interview, like, maybe later tonight, because I don't think they're gonna be here that long. But as soon as they're done, I think we're good to go. Okay. So we're back at it, right? We had to pause real quick because there was some noise going on upstairs. But just to keep going, right? We were talking about patience
Mm-hmm.
and how patience is key, right? I want to also talk about how the fact that what we haven't been able to talk about yet is all the things that you have been able to accomplish, right?
Mm.
Whether that's the individuals that you've been able to work with, where off camera you said that you met this engineer, then you met this person, then this person, all by networking, connecting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? Well, actually, what does it feel like? Well, now I want to ask, how important is it to network and connect?
Well, networking is everything. You're not going to connect if you don't network.
Mm-hmm.
You need to talk, like what we were talking about earlier. Just talk to people. Figure out how you can add value when it comes to networking. It's a major part of being able to move forward and progress. I had a point. I forgot what it was though.
Well, we're
Had a
still
good
on the
point.
networking connecting. If you want to get back to it, we
something
could
came to
get back to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, so if you remember it, you could cut yourself off,
Mhm.
right? Or cut me off. But who was Chris before Eastside Chris?
He was just mixed by Chris.
What happened?
Mixed by Chris. He was just mixed by Chris.
No, I mean, not the name. I mean, like, who was Chris as a person before he found what he was gonna do in life?
That's a deep question. As a person, he wasn't wildly motivated. He wasn't ambitious. He was a guy who just liked to party and have fun. Be with his friends, play video games. Honestly, it was just, I don't want to say what I want to say. I was regular. I was just trying to be a regular guy. Just have a job, and maybe find a girl, whatever. I wasn't really trying to do too much.
What does it feel like to remember that mindset of yours back then?
It's crazy, the A and B, because at that time I love my free time out of work. Now I just want to work.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get stuck. I go back to that though. Like I
Yeah.
feel it. Like I just want to chill today. I just want to chill tomorrow. I want to chill. I'm just trying to figure this out. I'll make excuses to not do anything,
Yeah.
kind of to try and relax, but
Yeah.
you won't grow. I don't grow. And then I realized that, and I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I gotta be who I am. That's not who I am anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just hang out. I gotta progress. I gotta get my brand going. I gotta get these shirts done. I gotta edit this video. I could do studio today. Let me hit this person up and go book a session. Like I don't chill anymore. I'm not. That's not who I am.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you said, the A and B, to go from somebody who really didn't know what he wanted to do in life, was really just laid back, did like you said, unmotivated,
Mm-hmm.
and to the person you are now, who is hustling every day to get where he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful thing when you see that change, because I think a lot of people, and it's okay for if there's anybody in here that's in high school, middle school, whatever it is, you know what I mean, and you're still trying to figure life out. That's fine. You're in that time period. People don't usually find who they are until years later.
Mm-hmm.
Some people find out who they are earlier.
I didn't find out who I was till I was like 21, 22. And even that's not who I was. It was just me figuring out who I could be if I put in work.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And what I do want to get into before we go ahead and end everything off, I want to ask you. So you also mentioned that you also have gotten into video editing and a clothing brand.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the name of your clothing brand?
My clothing brand is called Eastside Apparel. That's my baby.
Yeah.
Yes, I love my brand so much.
Is it new?
Brand new.
Brand new?
Brand new.
How long have you been doing it now? How long have you been doing it?
About 2 months now.
2 months?
Just
so it's
straight
brand new.
drawing. Yeah, just drawing. I have like over 200 designs, bro.
Yeah. So
I've just
you
been
like
drawing crazy these last 2 months.
Gotcha.
And just so I was drawing and trying to figure out like the process to get stuff made while also thinking of a plan for how I want everything to go. Now I'm at a really good spot though, because I spent all that time drawing. I have all these designs ready. Now it's just about getting the stuff done.
Yeah.
And fulfilling my plan. I'm not going to give the plan.
Yeah.
Fulfilling my plan.
And I want to get into the video editing, but if there's anybody at home that's listening and you hear a bunch of, well, I don't even know what that is, a drill, I'm sorry. There's stuff going on in the background. We're going to keep it going because we're going to make sure that we get this all done and all said and done.
Mm-hmm.
But so when it comes to the video editing, right, how is it that you got into it?
My boy, he's a director. His name is Prime. Not that Prime.
Okay.
Another Prime. He's been directing for years now. And he's always asked me if I wanted to get into it, I should, or telling me that I should. It's another thing that I could do, and it goes back to that unmotivated thing. I got really comfortable. Oh my God, comfort is, once you get comfortable, bro, that's when things start going bad. I'm looking right at the camera when I say that, because it's true. Once you get comfortable, something bad is about to happen. You're supposed to be uncomfortable all the time. Like, I'm so uncomfortable with all the different things that I can do because I'm always trying to figure out what I want to do. It's like, I like to stay in that mindset. Yeah. So my boy, he's a director, whatever, and he was like, you should try to get into video editing. And I always said, nah, I don't feel like trying to learn something new right now. I don't got time for that. Like, I got to keep doing my consistent thing and making my money, whatever. But then I go back to where I was a year or two ago. How did I become successful in music? By being uncomfortable and trying to learn and trying to do things for free, whatever. So now I'm getting back into that. I'm picking up video editing with him. He's teaching me some stuff. He's working with a lot of people. So I'm getting taught by someone who really knows what they're doing.
Gotcha.
So it's great, bro.
All right. So we are at the end of the podcast. I hope that we were able to talk about everything that, we possibly could. Do you feel like we did?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I feel like we hit everything. I wish I could remember that networking point, but
it's cool. If you end up hearing it at the end, if you all of a sudden decide to get it at the end when I say my last sentence, you get it, we'll put it in. But I'm going to go ahead and ask you the ending questions, right? So what is it that wakes you up every morning, maybe even keeps you up at night to do what you're doing?
You and these questions.
I got to make them good, bro. Got to make them good.
What keeps me up at night or makes me want to get up in the morning? As of right now, just seeing my brand come to life. Like going from seeing it just on iPad digital to imagining just me wearing my brand all the time, or the way I want my brand for people to see it. That's what gets me up right now,
Gotcha.
for sure. And honestly, learning new things every day. Cause I'm all, once with the IG algorithm and everything.
Yo, they're wilding upstairs. My butt. Yo.
Yo, with the algorithm on
Uh-huh.
IG, like you start thinking of something or you start looking for something, talking about something, it starts popping up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whenever I see videos of everything, like branding videos or video editing videos, like I always send it to myself to watch it again later, because I'm just so excited about it all. But
Yeah.
that's definitely what gets me up.
Got you. Again, I want to apologize.
Yeah,
This
bro,
has
that
never
drilling
happened
is
again.
crazy.
What's it called? But the other question: what is the message that you would give to your future self?
To my future self,
Mm-hmm.
I know we got there, and I'm glad I didn't know how we got there.
That sounded deep. We're gonna keep it like that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep it like that. Last but not least, what do you want the world to know about Eastside Chris and all that drilling upstairs?
You said what?
What do you want to know? Well, no, what do you want the world to know about Eastside Chris?
Man, I want y'all to know that if you put in that time to learn whatever you want to learn and to get to wherever you want to be, you're going to get there. But you got to put that time in first. Also, I want y'all to know that my brand is so fire, bro. And I can't wait for y'all to experience it.
Gotcha. So that is the end of the pod, Eastside Chris. I do want to say I appreciate you for being here. Usually what I do is I tell you the camera's right there. So if there's anything you want to say at all, this is your time. But I feel like you kind of did that already. So, well, is there anything else you want to say?
I can't think the networking thing. I
Okay.
can't remember it.
So we're going to leave it at that. It's all right. Eastside Chris, I want to say I appreciate you for being here.
I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Of course, bro. I hope I had a great conversation with you. I enjoyed
Facts.
it very, very, very much. I think we had a lot of laughs, a very unique
Experience.
Other than that, this is the Community Pod. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, leave a like, put on post notifications so you never miss a future episode. Also, leave a comment. Let me know your favorite part. Lastly, if you're watching on audio platforms, please leave a review. It allows people to find my platform. I also like reading your comments and what you have to say. And also, if you are on audio platforms or watching on YouTube, please go back to the older episodes. Let me know how you think about those. And this is the Community Pod. If you're new here, welcome to the Community Pod. I'm building a community of amazing creatives and people that like to listen into stories about people who are chasing their dreams. And that is it. For the people that have been here, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. We're out. Peace.
Fire.